What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Is it worth it? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Is it worth it? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Hey, is it worth it? Hey, what up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Hey, is it worth it? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie, baby! Today you got a twofer, homies. Two things. First of all, you got my 10th step story, man. And second of all, I'm reviewing Soul Performance Nutrition, Essence Active Greens. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out every day for you. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. So first I'm gonna do the 10th step story, then I'm gonna get right into the review, man. So I figured, it's just a greens formula. I'm not hating on it. I'm gonna review it and give it on, but I figure I could pack more into this video, man. So listen, hit me in the email, garagegymhomie@gmail.com. Coaching, meal plans, workout plans, supplement regimens. I got a list of cheap supplements I'm selling. If you're in the USA, super cheap. You want to talk some God, some spirituality, you want someone to guide you through the 12 steps, I'm here, dog. I'm here. So let's get into it, man. This was a story I just remembered. It was like the first year I was sober, man. The first year I was sober. This was over 7 years ago, I think, man. It was about 7 years ago. So I just want to say this, man. I hate football. Now, I'm not like, oh, you can't watch football. I just don't enjoy watching football. I don't know why. I never got into it, never fully understood it, was always intimidated playing it as a kid. My dad used to have, we had for years, season tickets to the Detroit Lions that dated back to like 1957, something crazy, man. 50-yard line, he used to take me, and I didn't know what was going on in the game. I couldn't stand it, man. So the first year I was sober, I was really tight on my spirituality, man. Like feeling the power of God. I recovered from alcoholism and heroin and meth addiction, and God had removed the obsession to drink and get high, man. I was like flying, like when you first connect, that spirituality does, what it does, it's like you're just flying. And our spiritual life comes in waves, man. So I remember this, man. I was just thinking about this story. It was so long ago. Came to my mind. I wanted to share it. My dad, he likes football, man. He watches football. And there was a Michigan State game on, man. There was a Michigan State game. I knew my brother was watching it because we were in the house together, the old house that we rented. And I heard him downstairs going nuts, my brother, man. So I guess there was some crazy play. Michigan State was playing, God knows, I don't know if it was U of M, Ohio State, whatever it was, man. Big game, man, that everyone in Michigan watches. I get a call later from my dad, man, and he is so excited about this game, man, about this play that happened. I could hear it in his voice. He was just so excited, man. And he's like, yeah, I watched I was watching. Did you see the game? That was an amazing play, right? And my response, man, was, yeah, I saw it. It was incredible. I lied to him, man. It just came right out of my mouth because I was in so much fear. I could hear the excitement in his voice, and we had, we're reconnected now. I'm sober. I made amends to him. Like, life is beautiful. It wasn't even like a thought to be honest and be like, no, I don't watch football, or no, I didn't see that. I just lied because I wanted to bond with him. It was like the first thing. So just remember, anytime, this is not the end of the story. Just any time that we're dishonest, it's always because of fear. It's always the fear. You weren't just dishonest. There was something you're scared of. There's no reason to be dishonest unless we're in fear of something. So I didn't realize until after I got sober that behind dishonesty is always fear. I was in fear, man. I was in fear not to bond with him. I was in fear to let him down, to disappoint him, that I didn't watch the play that he was excited about when I could tell he wanted to bond. So I lied, man. I said, yeah, I saw it. That was amazing, right? You know, it just flew out of my mouth. Man, I got off the phone all feeling like sick about it, man. I mean, now in sobriety, man, there's no such thing as little lies, you know. They're all big lies, man. I look at them like enough of them. I'll go back to drinking or getting high, man. I made a contract with God that I wasn't going to act that way anymore. So I'm in my head, man, like, why did I lie about that? So the 10th step, I was practicing the 10th step of AA, and part of it, I'm not going to go through the whole 10th step, but part of it was we asked God we continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, so it's telling us when they crop up. It doesn't say if they crop up. It's telling us they will. So even though I'm a sober, recovered addict alcoholic, fear, selfishness, dishonesty, and resentment will come up in my life over and over. The first thing we do is we ask God to remove it. So I say, God, please remove my dishonesty and my fear. Why did I do that, God? I mean, I know why I did it. I was in fear. I asked him at once, which means right away. Please remove it. The second thing we do in the 10th step, we talk about it with someone immediately. And not just someone who knows how I think, man, is an alcoholic. I can't just call anybody, because if a non-alcoholic hears me, they'll be like, oh, I understood why you lied. No big deal. So I call my sponsor. And I'm like telling him about the story with the football and all that. And he laughed at me. And he said, well, you know you owe it to your dad to make an amends to him. Now, I was now even more terrified. I'm like, oh, really? I do? I thought my sponsor was just going to say, yeah, that was silly. Let's move on. He said I owe an amends, which is the third part of the 10th step. If it says we make amends quickly, if we've harmed anyone. So God first. God's always first. Sponsor second, or someone we can talk to. Make amends quickly if we've harmed anyone. So I had to make amends to my dad. I work with my dad. We run a heating and cooling company together. And I was in my head, I was thinking, after work, I'm going to sit him down and I'm going to make amends to him for that. I'm in my head terrified of this, okay? So I sit him down after work. I said, Dad, I need to talk to you. We get through the work day. It's like 4 p.m. I sit him down. I said, I have to talk to you. I could see the look in his face. He was thinking I was going to tell him the worst. I mean, I'm only a year sober at most, not even, 9 months probably. And I'm like telling him that I relapsed. It's pretty much what he was expecting me to say. I mean, when I say I got to sit down and talk to you, he's on guard. I'm like, Dad, you know the other day when you asked me that football game, if you saw if I saw the game and that play and you were real excited and I told you that I saw it and that was amazing, I said, I never saw that. I said, I lied to you. And I brought him in on my disease. I said, you know, the reason I lied to you is because I could hear the excitement in your voice. I didn't want to disappoint you or let you down. I could just tell how excited you were about it. And I owe it to you because you've always been there for me. To never lie to you, I told him. And I said, and you know, I have this disease of alcoholism addiction. I have to constantly be treating it. So that's why I'm sitting down with you and I'm telling you about this lie that I told you. And I apologize. I shouldn't have lied. And I could see the relief on his face, and he cracked a smile. He's like, listen, I know you don't like football. He's like, but maybe this means that we're not spending enough time together. Maybe we're not bonding enough. He's like, let's take maybe a night out of the week and do dinner together. It was amazing, man. It was amazing because the whole reason that I lied to him in the first place was to bond with him. But by going through the actions of the 10th step, I actually bonded with him. See, I could have just easily been like, that was a dumb lie. He'll never know I didn't watch the football game, obviously. Just let it move on. But see, that's not up to me to choose when to use this step or not, man. That's not up to me to choose. If I'm in fear or resentment or selfish or dishonest, it's not up to me to say, oh, that was small. It's not going to affect me. I might as well move on. I got to use that 10 step because maybe I won't drink or get high by not using it that time. But I'm going to miss the blessings, man. So I lied to him to bond with him when, in fact, using that 10 step, praying to God to remove my fear, talking to my sponsor, making amends with my dad, actually brought me closer with my dad, man. The reason I lied to him was to bond, and using that 10 step, I bonded. See, I get fired up when I talk about this stuff, man. If you're talking spirituality or God, or not even that, anything you're passionate about, and you're not feeling it, something's wrong, man. When I talk about God and these 12 steps and my journey through AA, I get fired up, man. I could feel it in the deepest part of my heart, man. I mean, as deep as it gets, I feel it all through my body, man, the power of God. And I remember, man, that's like one story of how amazing this journey has been through me. See, today it's not about not drinking or getting high. I don't have a thought or feeling to drink in 8 years, man. God removed that from me. It's about growing from fear, dishonesty. It's about growing from resentment. It's about spiritual growth now. I recovered. I'm not going to drink or get high. But if I don't continue growing spiritually, I very well could go back, man. If I just started lying and being resentful and angry at people and selfish and dishonest and I didn't treat it, man, I for sure would go back. That's just how it works, man. So the last part of that, after we make amends, we turn our thoughts towards someone we can help. So it doesn't just say, hey, go out and run and help somebody. It says we turn our thoughts towards someone we can help. That way I prayed to God. I've talked about it. I've made amends. I've dealt with the situation. It's okay. And now I get away from myself by thinking about someone I can help. There's plenty of addicts, alcoholics that I can help, or anybody. So that's that part of the 10th step. There's more to the 10th step, but that part, when selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear, that we continue to watch. So that's it, man. That's my story about the 10th step. My one story. I've had many I've had to use this step. I mean, almost daily, man. I got people, my sponsors, some of my brothers in AA. I got sisters in AA, people who I call, who I talk about this stuff when it crops up in my life. So you see me on the YouTube channel, and it looks like, oh, you got your life together. You don't see the craziness in my head, man. You don't see the conversations I have with my sponsor, man. The conversation, I tell my sponsees that. I said, you come to me, and I give you advice and all this, and do big book stuff and AA. You don't see the stuff I talk about with my sponsor, man. So it's crazy up here. And I always have to be treating it. So I hope that, I don't know, you liked it or you didn't, man. But that was my football story. So let's get into this, man. Soul Performance Nutrition. Fine folks over there, man. I also just recently reviewed an endurance electrolyte supplement they have. It's instead of a BCAA EAA formula, it's a very cool formula. It tasted really good. This I got the pleasure of using before my brain injury, so I'm able to tell you how it tasted, and I finished it after my brain injury. So I do have literally one more serving left. I went through the whole thing, and I'm not going to dive into every ingredient, man, but I'll say a few things about it. Supplement facts: 1 level scoop is 11.4 grams, and you get 30 servings in a container. Each serving's 20 calories, and this is a kiwi lime flavor, man. So they're giving you, just so you know, they even give you 1 gram of protein in here, homies. They're giving you a dark greens blend with all these dark greens. They're giving you an antioxidant blend. You got your tart cherry, your blueberry, your pomegranate, all that. They give you your adaptive mushroom blend with 5 types of mushrooms. I like that. They're giving you, I can't even read this, phytonutrient blend, small, and this has the ashwagandha for them PP schlong gains, man, green tea, theobroma cacao, Spectra, you know, the Spectra blend, it's a trademark hitter. And then it got digestion and absorption, carrot, apple, ginger, estrogen, blah, blah, blah. They're giving you a bunch of stuff in here, man. What are they claiming? 5 grams of dark greens, 1050 milligrams of mushrooms, Vita cherry, ashwagandha, trademark Spectra, and estrogen. So they're using some trademark hitters. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say about this, man. This is a solid greens formula, man. This is first of all, the flavor is really good. They got the kiwi lime down. There is a little bit of like a spice, a kick. I can't taste it anymore because I have no, you know, taste or smell from the brain injury. But before, when I drank, I was like, something wrong with me? There's a little kick to this. I realized it's because of some of the ingredients in here. I remember looking at it and realizing which ingredient, but I can't remember right now. The thing feels good to drink, man. So after my brain injury, I was really happy to use this because I was just looking to do healthy stuff, man. Stuff for my head, stuff for my body. I just wanted to be healthy, repair my brain, and this felt really good. There's no bloating with it whatsoever. It mixes up nicely. As far as the flavor goes, this is more towards the natural side. With the kiwi lime, it's got naturally flavored. I mean, this is a healthy, I would use this over and over again. I only used it on the weekends, once on Saturday, once on Sunday. But it's more on the natural tasting green side rather than the super artificial, like if you've tried Glaxon, that just tastes like juice, man. You're almost like, this is healthy, this tastes so good. This tastes good, but it still definitely tastes like a greens formula, which I like, man. I don't want to just taste something. I'm just trying to get it down anyway. So this is solid, good kiwi lime, little bit of kick at the end, very enjoyable to use, no bloating, nothing negative. It feels good to drink. Can I say it improved my life? I don't know, man. It was nice to get down this stuff, man. I liked having the healthy option of a nice healthy drink with the mushrooms and all that. After my brain injury, man, I was trying to treat my body right. So if you're looking for a greens formula, you want to support a small company, I'll link below where to get it. I think I even got a discount code, man. Not sure what it costs, but it's micronutrient superfood, man. You can't go wrong. So I like promoting the hitter. See that? Treat your body right. I just said that, man. I wanted to treat my body right. With the mixture of micronutrient dense, they got it all, man. Anyway, that's what I got for you, man. The greens formula is solid. More importantly, the 10-step story, man, I hope that some of you are feeling that. That's what I got, and I love you all, man. So together, let's get this dang muscle. God bless all of you. If you liked the review, subscribe to the channel. If you didn't freaking like the review, also subscribe to the channel. I'm out.